This looks like the right house. I need to redeem myself after that asshole laughed at my pizza cutter. Let's see. It looks like a tailor lives here.
Hello?
Hi. I have a special delivery for Taylor.
Who's asking?
I'm the delivery man.
I didn't order anything.
Well, that's too bad, because I'm already in your house.
Nuh-uh. Prove it.
I can see you.
Really? What room am I in?
The living room.
Is this a prank call?
I don't know who's speaking, but you better put Taylor on the phone.
I am Taylor.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
I am Taylor.
Stop playing dumb and put Taylor on the phone.
I am Taylor. Where are you at?
Listen up. I had a lot of time put into this to find the right victim, and if Taylor doesn't get on the phone right now, we're gonna have a problem. I've already had one person run away from the delivery man, and it will not happen again. I've had my due. I want my vengeance. I want you to pay. It is time.
There you are.
Hi.
Oh, you're the delivery man, huh? I'm about to deliver these hands. My name is fucking Taylor.
Oh my God! Why would you do that to me?
Powdered voices call out late. Crumbs of laughter seal your fate. Toast burned black where secrets hide. Podcast plays deep past midnight. Shadows flicker, can you hear it?
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Powder Toast Podcast. This is part 2 of our Halloween special, and we're going to talk about some spooky stories.
I'm Widget.
I'm Toast.
So, today we are talking about our own personal experiences, be it with people or something unexplained. So, you want to go first?
I think you should go first.
Do you think I should go first?
Yeah.
Okay. So, the first horror story I wanted to bring up really is from my work, my old workplace, not my current one. My old workplace was a supermarket, super-ish, and on this very day, I was just restocking the dairy section with a coworker. We were just basically a normal day doing what we do. But then this customer comes up, an old guy, like in his probably early 60s, late 60s, around that age.
I don't know.
He kept getting closer to us, and I was like, he's probably going to ask a question, and I'm going to have to help him or something. And he comes up to me, and he was between the two of us. He was just looking at me. I was like, okay, are you going to ask a question or not? I was just continuing doing my job. He went over to the eggs. He comes back to me, he's like, oh, those eggs, they don't have a sticker or a price on them. I was like, okay, I'll go check for you real quick. I went over there. While I was over there checking on him, he puts his hand on my shoulder. I was like, okay, this is crossing a line. And he leans down right by my face, and I was about to whack this dude off me.
Whoa. You're about to whack him off.
No, I was about to fucking cut it out. I was feeling already uncomfortable. But then he makes this comment, word for word. He said, do you know what my wife says about you and me? Is that we're both skinny-ass white boys. And I immediately was like, I'm either going to punch you in the face if you don't get your hands off me. But I'm like, I don't want to lose my job. So I literally back up as quick as I can. I was like, I'm going to get my manager for you to help you. So I go and get my manager. She went and dealt with him. But while I was away, he went to my other coworker, which was a minor, said, that boy has a great ass. No joke. It's funny now, but I was so creeped out, and she dealt with him, and he was creepier through the cash register, the cashier, because he was asking her personal questions, and that guy needs to be blacklisted or something. But I talked to my manager later, and I told her this, and she gave the most bullshit response. Well, now you know how women feel about this shit. It's like, okay, you're not gonna do anything about it, like nothing. You're just gonna be like, oh, well, it's done and over with. I'm like,
Hey, you know what? It's your fault.
no, yeah, it's my fault.
Being all cheeked up like that.
I guess.
Bricked.
That's not the only instance of like a guy hitting on me at that fucking workplace. Another guy literally was going up to me and waving at me through each aisle. I don't want to make assumptions, but it's like, do you have a disability or something? I don't want to be rude, but he looked perfectly normal guy. Every time he saw me in an aisle, he'd wave at me. He'd get closer and closer. I'm like, all right, I'm going to move aisles.
Jeez.
I have so many work stories at that grocery store. Horrifying, though. More so creepy than horrifying.
Oh, jeez. Have you ever had any supernatural experiences?
Yeah. But I'll leave that later after you explain some of your stuff.
Okay. Well, my stuff has been more of the supernatural variety. Not because I wanted it to be, it just happened. About 5 years ago, I met my now fiance, and we were just dating at the time. And I come over to her house, and everything seems normal. But sometimes it feels like someone's watching you.
You get that feeling on your neck where
Yeah, your hair stand up, and
you know, like, something's not right. I feel like someone's watching me, or I'm being like stalked.
yeah, and it was not a big deal because I felt that at multiple different places. But over time, little things kept happening here and there. Things would go missing, which is not necessarily supernatural because women move stuff around all the time. I'm just gonna say. But anyway, we were home alone one time downstairs. No one was there, and we hear something that sounds like someone breaking in to the house. Like we heard what sounded like a window breaking. And it sounded like someone climbed in the window and was shuffling around. You could hear footsteps. You could hear drawers being pulled out. So I come upstairs with a gun and come into the office where we heard it. Nothing there.
Gone. Nothing moved, or
I checked every single thing in that room. Nothing there. And she said when I was up there, like that sound stopped. So I'm like, okay, that's weird.
did it just sound like people were moving upstairs, or like
It sounded like someone legit broke the window, broke in, and started shuffling through our drawers and stuff.
Do you have a supernatural ghost breaking into your house?
Something.
Apparently.
But I go back down, didn't hear it for probably 15 minutes, and then it happened again. And I come up here with the gun again. Nothing.
Yeah. I wonder if a gun would work on a spirit or a ghost or a demon or whatever you have.
Ask Sam and Dean from Supernatural. It's usually iron, I think.
Okay.
So we're like, okay, that's weird. It's a newer house. It was built in like 1997 or something, so it's not not
like
terribly old.
28 years old?
Yeah.
29.
Downstairs is finished, and the upstairs is finished. It's a 2-story house. So downstairs, there's a hallway, and at the very end of the hallway to the left is a little tiny office room or storage room. And you would always get the heebie-jeebies because we'd be watching movies down there, whatever. And it was always from that area. We would feel like something was watching us. And sometimes, multiple people have noticed this, in the room behind us, down there, which is right next to that office space, there would be a window. And in the middle of the day, while I felt like I was being watched, you would turn around and look in that room. It'd be pitch black in there. You couldn't see the window, and it was daytime out. It was like there was a black fog or something. So we're like, okay, maybe it's time to go to the pastor, get the house blessed.
Do something and not be like, oh yeah, everything's chill.
Yeah.
I'm fine living with a fucking evil demon type shit.
We go to the pastor, and he's blessed this house before. And we told him what was going on without saying what room it was in. And he's like, oh, yeah, I'll have to be down there. When I was there last time, that room in the back, I didn't like. That's where I felt the most bad thing there. And I'm like...
Was it a feeling like just anger or something?
So no,
I know people were like, oh, I feel like something's angry at me or doesn't want me.
So, no, the best way I can describe it is you get the hair standing up on your neck. Okay, and then you have this crazy overwhelming sense of fear, and like to the point where you can almost not move.
Is it that feeling when you were a kid and you went down to the basement and you had to
Yeah.
turn the light off and
Yeah.
run straight back up? Yeah.
That kind of feeling, but you can tell something's wrong, and you can just sense evil. He comes, he blesses the house, everything's fine for a while. And then we had some family friends come over who were atheists, mind you. And one day, it was probably like 4 or 5 a.m., so everybody else was asleep. The family friend was sitting at the table in the kitchen drinking some coffee, just by himself because he got up early all the time. He felt the same feeling, felt like something was watching him. And he looks up and says, he told us that he saw a probably like 5 or 6-year-old girl in like a Victorian dress or schoolgirl dress, the typical whatever. And it was staring straight at him, and then it walked past the steps and disappeared. He started screaming and woke everybody up.
It's a trap, guys.
Yeah.
Demons use little girls to lure you in.
It's something.
I don't know what, but it's like, if I see that shit, I'm going to be like,
We'll just say that multiple people left that house that day reevaluating their beliefs.
yeah, it's a nope situation. And I agree with him.
Yep.
If that shit happened to me, I'd be like, fuck you, I'm going to sleep in my car.
It gets even crazier from there. That was just the beginning of it. Whatever was going on in that house, which I'm pretty sure, I don't know if anybody knows about portals or not, but I am pretty certain there is some sort of portal in the house, or it was, I don't know. After that, crazy stuff started happening. We started hearing the break-in stuff again.
Oh, that wasn't crazy enough.
Yeah. And started seeing the typical, that black shadow in the thing again.
In the room downstairs.
Yeah. And I worked late, and I moved into the house. But I worked late, like third shift, so I'd get home at like 5 a.m. It'd be pitch black. I'd go downstairs to where my fiance's room was, and I would look down the hallway, and you can see the hallway from the kitchen. It's a long hallway, probably 50 feet. At the end of the hallway, where that office is on the left, in the pitch black, it would look like someone would be sticking their head out and staring at you. And it was almost every night, and I thought it was just my eyes playing tricks on me.
Yeah.
And I just wasn't sure. So I thought I was crazy. So I brought Widget over one time. He had never been there before.
This was my first time at you and your fiance's house. And you were just showing me around. Then you told me about all this crazy shit. And to be honest, I was like, really? I don't know. But then you took me down to the basement. And you were like, this is where all the crazy shit happens.
Yep. And I didn't tell you what I saw down that hallway, but I had you look down the hallway and describe what you saw.
Well, you're basically in the room. I forgot what you were doing, but I was just sitting out in that hallway, and I was like, the
lights were off too.
He told me like, oh, all this shit about all this haunted stuff going on. I was like, okay. When I went down to that basement in the first place, I was like, I don't like the feeling down here. I was like, whatever. Okay. I go in that hallway. You were in a room looking or doing something, trying to show me something. And I was looking down this hallway. And at the end of this hallway, you have a dresser. I was like, oh, you have a dresser. And that dresser,
It was a curio cabinet, I think.
Whatever it was, I was like, that's a pretty tall dresser. And at the top of it, it had like a round object.
Yep.
And to me, it looked like 2 eyes and just peeking over. And I'm like, oh, that must be like a decoration or like a ornament at the top of it. I was like, okay, whatever. I whatever. I look back to you and you come out, and I was like, can you turn the lights on or something? I want to see something. And you turn on lights. That cabinet was 2 feet like shorter than it was.
Yep.
And there was no round object at the top of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, there might be some merit to what you're saying. Yeah. And I was just freaked out. I was like, I do not like being down here. I think I spent the night there.
Yeah.
At the top, in top room. And I was like, I don't want to be down in the basement. I don't want to be down here. After seeing that, I felt off. I did not like being down there. So I was like, okay, let's go back upstairs. And I was so happy when you said, oh, I'm redoing the basement. I'm tearing shit up. And I'm like, thank the Lord. Hopefully you sprayed the whole basement with holy water,
So,
put crosses everywhere.
yep. So once he saw that, I figured, yeah, we definitely need to get the house blessed again. And mind you, this was like 3 or 4 years after the initial one. And that's when stuff started to get really crazy. Everybody in the house was having nightmares every night about their family being murdered or crazy stuff happening, and it was repetitive. Everybody's mood would change as soon as they got in the house, like whatever was here was affecting it. They would all get angry and fight all the time. And this was the tipping point after that, which I guess, that wasn't enough.
Yeah.
But we went to my friend's house, I'll say. It's an undisclosed friend I will not name. We were staying in the guest room, and it was 2 twin beds. I was sleeping on one, my fiance was sleeping on the other. This was something straight out of The Conjuring. So I was asleep, and for those who do not know, I used to be a very angry sleeper. Not intentional, just like if someone tried to wake me up when I was in a deep sleep, I'd wake up trying to hit you. I'd start swinging.
Yeah.
But I was sleeping, and this was probably like 4 a.m. I felt the blanket get pulled off me. So I grab it and pull it back over me. I feel it get pulled off me again. I'm like, what the hell? I thought it was my fiance. So I grabbed the blanket again, put it on me, and then I feel the blanket come up off me. And I'm like, what the heck? So I turn, because I sleep on my side. So I turn, and my face is, facing the ceiling. Straight out of The Conjuring, there is a demonic thing that looked like an old lady in a nightgown with its face peeling off, was floating parallel to me, and it was probably like 4 inches from my face, and I was so pissed off that it woke me up. I just looked at it. Looked at the blanket, ripped the blanket out of its hands, and then went back to sleep.
Yeah, that seems like a normal reaction to do, seeing death.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is, I just thought it was a dream.
You maybe you thought it was like sleep paralysis.
Yeah.
Like a night terror.
Yeah, but so I wake up, talk to my fiance about it. I'm like, I had a wild dream last night, and she just turned white as a ghost. And I'm like, what's wrong? She's like, I saw that last night too. I'm like, what do you mean? She was laying on her side, and she watched it happen. It's like, what?
This is why when you continue saying this shit, I was like, I don't want to go to that house.
No. And she described everything that happened without me saying like exactly what happened. I just told her the gist, She told me everything in detail to a T of what happened. And the hilarious part, as she said, when I looked at it and pulled the blanket out of its hands and went back to sleep, it just looked really pissed off and looked at her and disappeared.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we get back to the house, and we figure, I don't want to wait for a pastor. I want to do this myself. So,
put the fear of God into whatever it is, I guess.
We get blessed with anointing oil and stuff, and prayed over. And me, her, and my sister all spent probably like 5 to 10 hours going through every single little nook and cranny in the house, praying over it and blessing it. And we did that multiple times. And when I tell you, it was crazy. It was crazy. So every time we prayed in a room, it was like we were cornering something, and then it would shift into a different room. Like when we were praying in the room downstairs, the black mist appeared, and then we prayed, and it went away. Once we got most of the house blessed, all that was left was the master bedroom, and that was the only place for it to be because we prayed over the whole house. So we go in there. And so this is a weirdly shaped room. So it's just a square room, but the closet's to the left, and then further up, parallel to the closet, is the bathroom, and it's a really long bathroom.
Yeah.
Her and my sister end up going into the closet, and they start praying, and all the lights in the bathroom start flickering, and then when they stop praying, it stops. And then from the shower back, which was probably, like, you walk in, the shower's to your right, and then that's like a wall where the toilet's behind and everything. From the shower back, it looked like just a black wall. In the daytime, mind you. So we started praying. My sister claims she saw a little girl in the shower while we were doing this. And this is the funny part. She took her Bible and
Threw it at it.
tried to smack it.
Yeah.
And you actually,
That sounds like her.
well, you actually heard it connect with something. And it looked like she was just swinging in the air. You heard pop. I'm like, what the hell?
And hey, before we go on, I want to say, people, if you don't believe them, that's your opinion. But this is
My personal experience.
his experience. And if you don't want to believe in ghosts or demons or any of that, that's good for you. That's your opinion. But we're saying what we went through.
Yep.
So, yeah, just putting that out there.
So we end up getting that out. Okay. And I don't recommend ever speaking to the dead or attempting to do that. But
If I try to contact anything,
yeah, because you'll invite bad things in. We didn't do that. But what I did do was I had this, it's like a ghost talker app or something. All I was doing was turning it on to see if there was anything in there, like see if there were any words that would pop up, just to kind of see if we needed to keep going. And I had it at the beginning and at the end. When we first started, it was nonstop, probably like 1,000 words within like 5 minutes. And it just would not shut up. After we prayed and got everything out of there, completely silent inside. And what's crazy is I took one step outside with it. It was going crazy. I took one step inside, quiet. So I took a step outside and it was saying words like murder, hate, kill. Like it was pissed off that we kicked it out of the house. And
yeah, here's the thing. I personally, supernatural, all that shit, I think 98% of the things on the internet is fake.
Yeah.
And what I believe, I don't believe in ghosts or like spirits or anything. I believe in like demons and angels. Me and my toasted friend here are Christians.
Yeah.
So that's what we believe. What I believe in your house was something evil.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
General. We're in your house now because it's not fucking the Conjury.
It's 10 times better in here. Like, we haven't had an issue in a long time, and I think that was due to certain
I think
things.
I think once we get the studio built and everything, it's gonna be a whole different atmosphere down.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But the crazy part, that's not, I mean, all that was insane. But I go to sleep, wake up the next day to take a shower. I take my shirt off, and I have a cross scratched into my arm.
Oh yeah, you showed me this picture.
Yes. Since then, haven't had an issue. So yeah, that was my creepy house story.
Your house was always creepy. But nowadays that we're recording in it, it's been a lot better. I don't feel as creeped. I think whatever it was is gone.
Yeah, I think whatever it was attached to certain people that were living here that no longer live here, thankfully. So, yeah.
Creepy stories aside, in general, ghost stories has been around for centuries. If you don't believe us or think we're bullshitting, that's up to you. That's your opinion. We're just recounting what we saw and what we heard and see. You decide.
But happy Halloween, everybody. I hope you had fun listening to it. I'm Toast.
I'm Widget.
This is the Powder Toast Podcast.
Switch on static fills the room. Whispers riding haunted gloom. Powder drifts across the tray. Hands reach out, you click play. Olden stories, dusty grain. Knives and forks scrape the stain. Stale aroma creeping slow. Turn the dial, let terror grow. Powdered voices call out late. Crumbs of laughter seal your fate. Toast burned black where secrets hide. Podcast plays deep past midnight. Shadows flicker, can you hear it? Crackle, cackle, chilling spirit. Static static kisses. Hosts don't sleep. Skeletons gather. Stories creep. Tables turn. Unseen eyes peer. Every bite grow in your fear. Hear the theme through the night. No comfort from the candlelight. Powdered voices call out late. Crumbs of laughter seal your fate. Toast burned black where secrets hide. Podcast plays deep past midnight. Shadows flicker, can you hear it? Crackle, cackle, chilling spirit. Eerie left coils in air, old commercials, twisted prayers, spinning tails with spider threads. Snack at hand, your bread is fed. Witches crawl along the wires, toast is cold but hunger fires. Creaking floors and rattling tin, powder settles on your skin. Hear the blue through the night, no, from the gate the light, no. Powdered voices call out late. Crumbs of laughter seal your fate. Toast burned black where secrets hide. Podcast plays deep past midnight. Can you hear? Can you hear? Signals faded down the stone. Outposts beneath your bed. Digits switched and static blades. Toast returns, replay, remain. Shadows linger cold, frozen in the hearts of fear. Days we into battle. Echoes scrape like bones in battle. Powder falls in silent streams. Broken glass refracts your screams. Beneath the bulb, shivers growing. Wasted eyes, shadows glowing. Night resets, the hum will swell. Static binds you in its spell.